So the White House just approved a secret $9 billion emergency request for U.S. spy agencies to buy chips because they can't run the latest AI. It's not that secret. The CIA and NSA are on 2023 hardware, while you and I are running 2026 models. While they're waiting for those chips, the White House Chief of Staff personally authorized the NSA to keep using Anthropic. The same Anthropic that the Pentagon blacklisted 3 months ago as a national security threat, which has been the most embarrassing headache to keep up. Government literally can't do intelligence work without it. So they banned a company and now they're rehiring it in secret. This is a cry for help. The Pentagon banned Anthropic in March. If you didn't already know, I've been talking about this a lot, so I'll keep it short. Anthropic wouldn't agree to let the military use Claude for whatever it wanted without restrictions, and Anthropic says, we want some guardrails on weapons. The Pentagon said no, and so Anthropic said no deal, and then the Pentagon said you're blacklisted. The NSA was already using Claude for very difficult stuff like sifting through intercepted communications, finding patterns in intelligence data, the kind of classified work where you actually really need the best AI available because the other side has it. And when the Pentagon ban hit, the NSA was told to stop using Claude, a tool that it depends on for national security, because there was this contract disagreement about weapons. But the spies needed Claude. The general said no. How do you say no to spies? Come on. Susie Wiles, who's Trump's chief of staff, called an audible, authorized the NSA to keep using it. The White House overruled the Department of Defense, or War, on behalf of a company that the department had just banned. Incredible. This is performance art. The $9 billion is interesting, though. America's intelligence agencies cannot run the newest AI because they just don't have the hardware. The Grace Blackwell chip, which is the one that powers everything that Anthropic and OpenAI are releasing right now, that needs specialized data centers with liquid cooling and massive power. CIA apparently doesn't have those. Is it just not in budget? Like, a former NSA chief data scientist told The Times, its coverage about this, that the intelligence community needs the frontier, the best AI chips, models, systems, talent, on a timeline that matches the threat. One way of saying that our adversaries are running better AI than we are. Just seems like an easy fix, right? Congress still has to approve the $9 billion. The White House is already moving $800 million from other budgets because the chip shortage is hitting the NSA. That's the same shortage hitting everyone else. Samsung hit $1 trillion selling memory chips because demand is off the charts. Nvidia spent $95 billion on components in a single quarter. Anthropic ran out of compute, signed a $1.25 billion monthly deal with SpaceX to shore it up. Silicon Valley and the intelligence community are now in the same boat, fighting over the same chips from the same factories. Silicon Valley is winning because it pays more. I guess approvals are a little bit easier because they don't have to go through Congress. Meanwhile, the NSA is being outbid for computing power by startups. So here's where Anthropic is right now. In the middle of all of this, they're blacklisted by the Pentagon still. They're authorized by the White House. Under classified contract with the NSA, they're getting $44 billion a year in revenue, about to post their first profit. They're preparing for an IPO, and the government that bans them needs them so badly it went around its own military to keep using them. You thought unblocking your ex was bad. Anthropic said, we want limits on how our AI is used. Got punished for it, and they got hired anyway. This is messy. This is very messy. If there's a lesson here, it's that in the AI era, the one thing that's more powerful than being banned by the government is being too good for the government to quit.